Hello, people. My name is Kale Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew, very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fact check it. Fact check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fact check it, check it. Fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level, fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Well, there was an argument going on.
Matiara.
I don't know if you bring that argument on air right now. If you bring the argument, the show won't end. This one alone would take about 1 hour of the show, and we'll be left with just 30 minutes to close the show. So I don't want to bring it. Maybe one cool Friday, if we have time, we'll record a new session. We can have some weekend show which is adult talk only. That was adult only. Then we'll do that show. But the show you are going to enjoy is different from what was off air. The off air show was the pre show. Now the real show is now here. But let me give you the title of the off air show. The title of the off air show is that as a man, should you have skills in making love to a woman? Or better still, as a man, should you be good at the bedmatics game?
Should you be competent?
Oh, that's bed? Okay. That's okay. Shouldn't be good. What is competence?
Well, like the competency, good. The competency of a man in bed. Good. I mean, competence.
Oh, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Even what we are saying is not in an extreme case.
Yes.
Because the demand that that brought about this argument is the extreme case.
Yes.
And that's not what you are talking about.
Yes.
If you want to go the extreme, like how the
the
whole
lady
thing
was
started,
describing it.
it's not about just being good in bed. It goes beyond that.
Yeah.
And that's the point of the argument. And if you can go that extent, you have to let go certain things.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Okay, but they are also saying that.
Okay, let me finish introducing the topic. Rather, is not part, but I'm starting. So, we found a voice note of a certain lady. Is Richie having a voice note?
I don't know.
So a voice note of a certain lady who was telling another guy that, in fact, I'll be talking to my boyfriend the whole of today. So by evening, he will be fed up with me. And when he's fed up with me, I'll put off my phone. Then I invite you over, or I come to you. Then we make brutal love. And what I mean by brutal love is that it is called kinky sex. That's another name for it. Kinky sex, where you can be slapped, you can be thrown away, you can be raised on top of buildings, and like everywhere there is a hole. Pam, 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 pam. And we are saying that this lady is sending this message to the boyfriend, the chopper, let me say the chopper, or the eater, because maybe the other boyfriend who will be talking to is not functioning well in that department, in the bed department. Maybe the guy is not functioning well. That is why in this girl's mind, she would want to talk to this guy to keep him. But now that she wants sex, she wants the other guy who give her the kinky sex. But the argument in the studio is that Chebo thinks, no, it is not the fact that the other guy might not be doing well, or even if he's not doing so well, it's not as if it is terrible. But this girl is just a character who is just interested in that thing. That thing, you know what I mean? Just interested in that thing. And such a person, even if you kill yourself for her, you can turn around, you come back. Another guy is still doing it to her. This is the argument. Now, Chamu, I'm giving you 2 minutes to defend your point. Since you guys want it.
It's simple. It's simple. What the lady is asking for, no serious guy can satisfy her.
Exactly.
In fact, you don't even have time for that.
Exactly.
That's the point. So, and
that one fact.
And yeah, and what she's looking for is not a normal thing. In fact, she was even saying it, giving time that you have to come, whatever, when you come. What you can clearly see that the guy who can do that has nothing to do.
Yes.
He's nobody in terms of work
Social
or
status.
whatever. Yes. And these are the people who can do those things. If there are other things occupying you, if you have to make life for yourself, not just something to eat or move around, that's not what you are talking about here. Trying to make life for yourself,
Yes.
Those demands you can't meet them.
For ladies,
you can't.
you cannot use your strength and your time
for that. So the point is, even if that guy is a normal guy who can do normal sex, that's not what this lady is looking for. So you can't satisfy such a person. And I agree that any young man at this time who can have something to eat, who can have something to move around, will obviously choose doing such thing than to make life for themselves. That's how life is.
But that is what their capabilities can at this time.
Yes, it is so easy for them to get that
energy and time.
Yes, and if in fact the same thing happens to ladies. Ladies at this time in their life, like their younger self, will always prefer a younger person than them, than even a person who is ready or at the point of giving them marriage. They don't choose them from the beginning. They will rather go with somebody
boy who is ready to
push
you to the wall
and do that.
Your hair
yes. So after their prime, like when they get to 30 years and they want to be serious, then they want to settle with that person who will do the normal thing. But we have I've mentioned this guy's name for so long, I don't want to mention it, but I'm not getting any more examples.
So we have to break it again.
Yeah. The person who they satisfy others to also for them to take care of them. Okay. We have people like that. So if this guy happens to be one of them, you can't compete as a normal person. That's what it is, because that's what they do for a life, for a living. They work on others and then those people take care of them. So my point is simple. The kind of demand that this lady is looking for, no matter what the normal guy will do, you can't satisfy. Yes, so you can't just use that to say that okay, maybe the boyfriend is not satisfying. No, I will agree, he can't satisfy her. She just has to move on to such people so that she can have her life that she wants.
So where is the lie in what Chemo is saying? Where is the lie? No cap.
Okay, all right. I am just saying that every person's life, whether you want to make it big or small or whatever, starts from somewhere. For instance, if you want to use the likes of Despite and the Kennedy Japans to say they are the ones that have that goal or visions to make it in big. They started from somewhere. They were once a regular guy who was just also forcing and having something to buy daily.
Of course, everybody starts like that.
Yes. So that regular guy that knows how to satisfy your girl or your woman, that your girl will always run to him. He also has that dream or potentials to also to become a successful person or to become a great person. There is no youth or young guy that wishes that he will wake up every day and all he wants to do is to have sex or satisfy a woman. First thing is to have a living, make work and get money. That big dream, it is for everybody. But the another truth is that it is not all of us that will even have it. Yes, we all have that dream, but it is not all of us that will achieve that dream. Some will become average, some will be in the middle class, some will be there at the upper class. But you see some of these people that are even at the upper class, when they get there, they still come back for this kinky sex you are talking about. There are some sugar mummies that are kinky. There are some sugar mummies that are very serious in life.
Very successful.
Very, very successful. But they prefer kinky sex. It doesn't make them unserious. That's the point. So don't say,
the sugar
don't know.
Pay for it.
When it comes to
because that guy is nobody.
You're changing the argument again.
He's saying that guy who go and give the sugar mommy kinky sex is not the IT guy.
It doesn't mean that it could be an IT guy at the MTN.
It's the gym guy.
No. If you say no, it is not.
It's the gym guy at Agbefe.
No.
That's his profession.
It is not working.
His profession is what?
He's working as a gym instructor. That's what he's also doing.
It's even not true. It is not true. It is not true. There is somebody sitting at EcoBank that is fucking somebody's wife for money.
In that sex, not you. We are describing
the kind
the
of
sex.
Yes.
It is not just the sex.
Sammy, I am telling you that there is somebody rich here that can give you. Are you not serious yourself? Like, are you not serious?
Yeah, I am.
Don't you want to make it? Don't you satisfy your wife?
Of course. Yes.
Has your wife gone anywhere to say that, okay, I want a certain kind of sex? The moment your wife leaves the house and says that and describe a certain kind of sex that she wants, what it means is that you are not being able to give her that kind of sex. That is why she is going out. If you give her that kind of sex, you are serious. She will still stay in the house.
And Chemo is saying that no matter how, if it is that kind of sex she is looking for,
Chemo, do you know what I want Chemo to be saying? He shouldn't just generalize the thing. He should say that know the kind of woman you should live with. If you know that your wife or your girlfriend it likes this kind of thing, and you because you don't have time, you don't have the energy, you can't satisfy the woman, move on to another woman who will not maybe demand for that kind of sex. It's as simple as that. But if you generalize the conversation and make the argument look like every young guy who is able to satisfy a woman, or even some of the rich guys who are even able to satisfy their woman and give them kinky sex, are not serious. I can also argue like that. Then every rich person that is giving your wife, if you are able to give your wife a kinky sex, then you are not serious in life.
That's
okay. Let's listen to that. Derek, what's your opinion here too?
Brass, I mean, I think when it comes to sex, you have scale of preferences when it comes to sex. Every individual and how he wants or she wants the type of the sex to be. So, for instance, with the audio we are talking about, that lady has a preference. This is the kind or the type of sex I want. And when such a lady is in a relationship and not getting that kind or type of sex, no matter the situation, she will look for somebody who can give him that sex.
Exactly. I get it.
Yes.
And once again, Chamo's position is that kind of sex, it is not every guy who will give you, especially those people who are forward-thinking people and they are looking for something bigger for themselves.
And that's I mean, whether you are looking for something bigger or something smaller, as a man, as a gentleman, acquire skills in having sex.
Of course, why has Chamo refuted that?
Oh no. Acquire skills of having sex.
Of course.
So you can give different positions that will satisfy the lady.
Chamo has approved of that.
But
because he has been doing it himself.
I do the normal thing. I don't do the kick.
Oh no, not the kick, but the normal one. That's the normal one.
That is life.
What I disagree with Chemo is
No. Wait.
What I disagree with Chemo is everybody has his or her plans and the future ambitions. So the fact that somebody knows or have the skills of knocking does not necessarily mean the person doesn't have ambitions.
No. Chabo, wait.
That's I mean.
No, come on. Wait.
That's a real conversation.
I come up with the band slow man waka. That's a real mo. Oh, we there ready. Like buddy. You see the way you are a powder ambassador. Now everywhere powder. Some guy won't be chasing the powder like you do.
Oh yeah, Brother Sammy, that is her preference.
Exactly. That's what I want to say.
But the thing is,
you know why?
It doesn't make Derek unserious.
Yes, exactly. That doesn't make him serious.
It
has a time. The time
exactly.
that you go for the
That's I mean, as a man, you need to have time for sex.
Yes, I mean, no, as a man, you need to have time to make love. Even if he gets there, I don't go to watch it. Oh,
that's I mean, no. That's I mean, spending just 3 hours with a woman at that time.
Oh yes,
how busy are you?
Your friend is a meeting. Be challenge.
Oh, that's I mean, no. At the point of just 3 hours making love to a woman. 3 hours. Oh no. If you say that, then people will be knocking people's life.
This is the reason why
people are knocking people's life
for their wives.
Exactly. That's making love. You need to have time. Even out of your busy schedule, you can have at least 3 hours, 4 hours to have that serious sex we are talking about. That knocking, 3-4 hours. Not that serious knocking we are talking about.
4 hours.
Yeah.
For having sex for 5 hours.
To make love. Out of your busy schedule from Monday to Friday.
1 hour.
David, me dey kwa koda na say that night be have sex.
Yes, fine.
But yeti here mo twanya be record show be no maka
that is the reason why Chemo say you are not serious.
Remember, there are certain times that you have conversations with your partner that you excuse yourself from your normal regular duty.
Exactly.
To say that today
is for us.
Spend time for ourselves.
Which normal regular duties? Which normal regular duties?
Oh, you until you know holiday and vacation now.
Oh, of course.
That's what I'm saying. So you can
that's how you need to do that.
That's not regular. That is what?
That's
for instance, if you plan
the audio release, the lady was planning. He was planning.
I want to come and do this.
Yes, so it's well planned.
So you can.
So the man too also have time.
Not with her partner. So this is
at this point they are arranging to make love.
Yes, but this is
so they are planning. They are having a timetable, a schedule, a menu.
Okay.
If
you are done.
If the guy that she wants to do that with was the regular guy that she has, they wouldn't be planning. It means it will be a
so Tamo, the moment she calls me, I will try to schedule my time to
can still plan.
And
that doesn't mean I'm not serious, so I'm not chasing my ambition.
You know, even in that same
if I don't have time, I'll let you know I don't have time.
And if I have time, because the lady even said it in the video that please this one don't disappoint me.
So what I'll make sure to go with my schedule.
That's why if you disappoint somebody who can do that job
that is why you describing such a person as
unserious is not good. It's no.
If the lady confirm that, don't disappoint me.
He did not say it's unserious.
Yes.
He's saying that
he said the kind of guys who can give.
He said the person's aspirations, not serious. Now we have different aspirations.
Yeah.
And your aspiration will determine how you use your time.
Yes. No, but Chemo said emphatically that any serious
underline with red.
No, use that word.
So that's what he meant.
Any serious
that's what he meant.
Then should have explained that.
That's what I'm explaining to you now.
That's why he's explaining.
Well, so we're still there to quench the fire. I don't want to bring it to, but still. So over to you. I know as a man, if you are watching this, you also have your opinion. Of course, every man, for the basic skills to satisfy a woman there, I'm not sure that is what Chemo is talking about. Chemo is not talking about that, never. I'm not sure Chemo will even try that. That every man should get it. At least that time with your woman, give her everything she's looking for. You are done. You move on to the next business. But they didn't listen to it, so maybe they won't get it. But if you are listening to what the description the lady was giving, that one I agree with Chemo.
But Sammy, who too on a normal day will use his busy time
to go and knock.
Okay,
someone say and then
I can't even say argument. That's what I'm saying. That argument. So I just said they all say Abraboma you sexy film. You better in sexy film.
Sex is
It is how busy the meetings. There's no argument.
Well, that was just by the way. So you've seen the faces and the voices of all the guys here. Derek Money is here with his long beard who'll be chasing powder in every corner of the world. The team Dodi Solomon is also here, and of course Nana Regan is here. Digital Rasta Currency is on camera. Richie Flex, editor, director of the show. My name is Sammy Flex. Thanks for being a part of this. Remember, it is a men talk. Maybe we have to develop a segment where to be hard, because I know the way people love to hear what we talk about. You would want to know that aspect of us. Well, that aspect, some are wrong. So when it gets there, you will surely understand it. But I hear Asamoah Gyan has announced his retirement finally. Yesterday, I saw a video whilst he was even sobbing, whilst he was saying or talking about the retirement. Before we go and read some stories and show you videos, let me also announce to you that Tap Send is here. So if you want to be sending money from the West to Ghana, Africa, remember to download the app Tap Send on your phone. And with this, you're good to go. Remember to also use the promo code SammyFlex, which will give you some extra cash into your wallet. Do it today and no peace. To the story. Richie, can give me the post that contains what he said. Now it says, officially, as I end my speech, Mr. President, Ministers of State, members of the board, fellow speakers, Nananom, Nime, Name, I want to take this great opportunity, a stake that is difficult in every footballer's career, a moment all footballers do not wish, but when nature dawns, that thin voice will keep echoing into the ears. It is time. That voice has been clear in my ears. I have succumbed to it. It is time. It is time to hang the jersey and boots in glory as I retire officially from active football. But then again, I'm minded by views shared by great businessmen and sporting gurus. You do not leave your love. Together with my management, we will continue encouraging and push young talent as we did recently with Baby Jet Under 16 African Tournament, where 1,000 and 1,200 young players across West Africa exhibited their talents live on TV. Again, I'll put my experience and knowledge to use in the field of coaching, football, business, and scouting. I want to thank my beloved country, Ghana, my family, my colleagues from school, those from Coats and Black Star from 2002 to date, club mates, coaches, and everybody who has played a role in my career as a footballer. I say thank you. May God bless us all. Signed by Asamoah Gyan. And a video is attached to this that we can also watch. Then I come to ask my people what we have to say about his retirement, his achievements, and moving forward, our expectations for his being around our football industry in Ghana. Watch this. I'll be back.
It's time to tell everybody I've officially retired from football. It's time to tell everybody I've officially retired from football. And very, very emotional, as he said. It's a very, very difficult moment. It's something that you love, something that you've
it's our dream.
Done since your childhood and then living it at this moment. And I'm very happy. I'm very happy to use this platform. And it's official right now. All the journalists, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, those were your legends, and that was the final panel of the final day of this amazing conference. Amazing conference, amazing moments. I want to thank all of you. And you've inspired millions, ladies and gentlemen. Now,
we'll take group photograph. Thank you.
Well, so at this special occasion, Asamoah Gyan finally announced his retirement. Alongside emotions, he was almost, or he shed tears. I wouldn't even say almost. He was shedding tears as well. And as it stands now, nobody will say, call him into the Black Stars again. Sammy Flex, I won't say it again. Because he's saying he will not play football again actively. As a matter of fact, he can play for fun, for hobby, and still continue to do whatever he's doing alongside, but for active football. Nana, what do we say to his achievements and retirement? And again, what our expectations now that he is off the screen?
Well, Sammy, I think Asamoah have had a very beautiful football career. He's the top goal scorer in the
Ghana.
In Black Stars history, and that's a remarkable achievement by every footballer. So sorry, I think that I still think Ghanaians retired him. He was forced to hang his boots and jersey.
Well, you mean at this stage he can be playing?
Yes,
even
at
now?
37. I believe that he can still be playing, because even Drogba standing on that stage, if you wear Drogba's jersey right now, Drogba will still play as a striker. I think that
you play, but how effective would you play? Because playing is different.
Yeah,
in fact, even if you put an 80-year-old man, play, but how effective?
When every player is getting to a certain age, it takes a very good technical inclined coach or manager to know how to use that player. It is just like the beginning or the beginnings of every player. You cannot put just any player now who is starting his career in the Barcelona starting 11. You need to be technically inclined to know that, okay, at this point in time, I can be putting him for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Yes. So if the player is growing and gets to that stage or that level, it takes the same such a manager to know that, okay, right now, Asamoah Gyan can be playing this role in my team. And he will give results. The goal or dream of every manager or coach is that to select a player to fit in the role that he wants the player to play, and that player will give him that results. So if the player is even playing 5 minutes and the coach assign you for a particular role and you are able to play that 5 minutes and you give results, you have played. You have played effectively. You don't have to play 90 minutes to play effectively. So what I'm saying is that, yes, in our team, in Black Stars team now, our coach could have still used Asamoah Gyan.
Okay. In a more advised way.
Yes, but because of the conversation and how the regular Ghanaian think and all of that, we have used our conversations and comments to return him. Last year we also what happened in the country where some of you were advocating that he should be added to our squad and all of that. We saw the backlash and all of that. You understand? So if he is reading comments, he is listening to radio, he is watching TV, and he hears some of these things repeatedly, even if he has the energy to play effectively, he will advise himself. And that is exactly what Asamoah Gyan have done. Just to advise himself, and then, like they always say, you leave whilst the applause are high.
Yeah.
So he has just advised himself to leave. It doesn't mean he is too weak or out of shape and that he can't still play. I believe he can still play. If Asamoah Gyan was supposed to be even in France, where the Blacks have dominated their teams and all of that, he will still have a call-up.
Okay.
And we might still play effectively. It doesn't mean, even if he is benched. Today, Cristiano Ronaldo, the last World Cup, he was benched about 3 or 4 times in crucial matches. So does it mean Zero is out of shape, so he can't play effectively? No. That's how the coach wants to use him at this point. You cannot use Cristiano Ronaldo now as a certain Ferguson was using him in 2008 or 2009. Or Zidane was using him in 2014 or 2015. It won't work. So I think he has had a beautiful career. That's my only worry. That Ghanaians have retired him too quickly.
A little early.
Yeah, a little too early. And that's my problem, my personal problem. But apart from that, I think his career is beautiful. He has achieved a lot. He has helped the country, and I wish that we will celebrate some of these people more than always chastising them for some mistakes and some wrongs that they did. And then I am also happy for the fact that he did not, go out of the football game, fraternity at all. He has dreams of coaching and also becoming a scout and all of that. So I think it's beautiful. He still has a lot of things to do for both the country and then internationally. I think he has a lot.
Should he? Quick one. Should he seek rules in the GFA?
I won't advise him. He should just manage. Maybe he can go for a coaching course and then do a scouting and coaching business.
Derek, what do you have to say about his retirement, his achievements, and our expectations after his retirement?
It's quite unfortunate. The voices of Ghanaians have retired Asamoah Gyan.
You also think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey.
Yeah, the voices of Ghanaians have really retired Asamoah Gyan because at 37, Asamoah Gyan still have the potential to play good football.
But you know it's not 37, right?
He's 37.
I'm not Yvonne Nelson.
But let's go that football way. That is the age we know.
No, I mean, you see, yes. They're saying they're overcome them or with him.
I think Asamoah Gyan's legacy will go into the books of Africa.
Yeah.
Especially he being scored 6 goals as the leading top scorer in African Football World Cup. Yeah, because he has 6 goals.
Oh, in Africa?
In Africa, yeah.
No African player has 6 goals in the World Cup?
No. So that's...
throughout history?
Yes.
Hey!
Yeah, so Asamoah Gyan is a living legend.
Really?
Yes.
So the next, who is followed by who?
I think Samuel Eto'o with 5. I think so.
And Onoso retire?
Onoso retired the Dada.
Hey, and Asamoah Gyan a bit much time watching?
Yeah, he's a living legend.
Because those who are playing actively don't have the goals.
No, I think
and those who have the goals have retired. And now, to the way the boys are playing, it will be hard for you to play.
World Cup is not a must for us.
No, even not to qualify, to play like a World Cup like 3 in a row.
To
be able to get
it will be very difficult. It will be very difficult.
Well, unless some magic happens for someone.
Asamoah Gyan's retirement was not planned. I think for me, it came out of a flip of tongue from the way he announced it. Because in a professional way, if you want to retire from football, we all know the procedures they go through. But this is a conference, and Asamoah Gyan spoke out of bitterness. That's what I'll say.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's,
No, he also felt the gathering. Sometimes it's about the environment. You realize that, the gathering is big.
So you need
if I drop the message
announcement
here,
to go far.
Yeah.
That's with the caliber of Asamoah Gyan and the pedigree and how he has went
when
you talk about football. When you talk about football, I think he has every right, or he get that mileage anytime he announces or try to plan something in an event to announce his retirement. When I watched the video, I was like, no, this was not the time for Asamoah Gyan to announce his retirement.
Okay.
But all the same,
Samuel Eto'o doesn't have 5.
How many?
3.
3.
Yes.
Okay.
I think
thank you for the correction.
Ujamela.
Thank you for the correction.
Okay.
But Asamoah Gyan's achievement in football is unmatched, because even in Ghana, he's the Ghana Blaster. He's our top scorer, and then also in World Cup. And with such a legend, and then retiring from at this age, I think he still has more potentials to play football to that extent. For instance, recently our World Cup that we went, we were rooting for him to be part of the team. And as Daniel Reagan was saying, if you're a tactical coach and you know how to play a player very well, you adjust yourself to fit him into it, because you don't have any fearful striker when it comes to the Blasters. As it stands now, you don't have any fearful striker that can handle the ball do magic with the ball. That's why we are struggling, especially with goals. So with a caliber of Asamoah Gyan, I think the Ghanaian GFA or the Ghana Football Association needs to put him into a pole position, even not to play him cry 3-2 minutes, just to put pressure on our opponent. Because when Ghana Blaster is playing, there's no player that when you see, like, it puts you into that mood. That this player is fearful, that this player can do this at a particular point in time. This player can change the game. As it stands right now. But all the same, God knows best. He has decided to retire. And one thing I'm very happy about it is he did not just go out of football, but he's still in the football fraternity. He just recently launched his under-20 African under-20 championship, which is a plus to the brand Asamoah Gyan. Meaning his legacy will still be there. Although he's not playing with the legs, but still he's playing football. And I think that initiative may be or possibly is the reason why
he's not playing with the legs, but his legacy will be there. That's a bad.
Yeah, but I mean, so I think we all will congratulate him for how far he has hold the Ghana Blasters and then the whole Africa. Africa is part of him. I was looking at searching for some of his achievements. I think he has scored 128 goals for Ahim, where he went to play in Dubai, I think, UAE. Yeah. And he is also the second scorer over there.
Oh, I see. Second highest scorer.
Second highest scorer.
Policeman.
No, the policeman. Yeah, 128 goals, which is the second highest scorer in the Ahim, where he played in UAE. I think Asamoah Gyan has every right
to go the way he's a top guy there.
Exactly. Sure. He has every right to retire. He is himself. He can take decision on its own. But to me, it's untimely. He needed some time to be in our Ghana Blasters, not even giving the chance to play, but at least guide the boys, guide them, advise, with experience. That we don't just have to just neglect him like that.
I'm even surprised he didn't go to Saudi Arabia. Now that's the people.
The money is coming from them. So he has played there before. So I mean, we wish him well, but our GFA and then the football fraternity should bow their head in shame. Because there's so much in Asamoah Gyan that because I was looking at Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He just retired about 2 months ago, and he's 42 years. Yes, he just retired last month. Meaning 41, he was still playing. Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
He is not 43.
Then he's 41. Check it.
Yeah, online.
Yeah, 41. Yeah, 41.
Okay.
So if
do your sports argument well, yes, people will come in.
Yes,
they will be.
He's not 40.
He's 41.
Yes,
he's 41. So that's, I mean, he just retired last 2 months or so, and he's 41. Meaning 40, he was still playing. You just come from the bench and come and score.
If he was playing 40 and Asamoah Gyan is 37, it means it's early.
It is early, very early. Even Cristiano Ronaldo, look at Cristiano Ronaldo's age. Look at Lionel Messi's age.
How old is Cristiano Ronaldo now?
I think 37 or 38. Yeah, 38. Yeah. And he's still playing active football. So there's so much.
He's not playing active as you want us to believe. He's not playing with
Cristiano Ronaldo
Manchester or Real Madrid.
I mean, so why they are playing
full time?
He's playing full time.
But you guys who
active, that's active.
No, I get what you mean. No, you're not talking about levels.
Yeah.
No, but active.
Yes, no, that's 90 minutes. I agree with you.
Yes.
You know, he's playing active.
Yeah.
As much as he's playing full time. You can talk about levels
and scoring goals. Yeah. For levels.
No, for levels, you are right.
Why do you think he will move to that place?
That's why it's money.
It's not because he's rich.
It's money. Because when he was at Manchester United, he was playing.
Okay.
When he was Manchester, he was playing.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's playing active. Yeah.
He offered himself to a lot of clubs in Germany and England.
Exactly.
The clubs did not sign him.
So
why do you think he didn't sign him?
No, that's their choice.
That's their choice.
They
think he won't be useful like that.
For instance, it's their choice. Yes, that is their choice. For instance, Victor Osimhen. That's Victor Osimhen is a very hot commodity in the European market. Real Madrid. Nigeria. Real Madrid says they don't like a striker like that because he's stagnant. and it's very hot.
Every young players, the clubs are rejecting them.
Yes,
because
so
of
his age
because
level.
of the club's philosophy or what
Exactly.
they are trying to build. Yes,
Sure.
they are trying to build. So you can't just say because he's out of shape that is why a club is rejecting.
No.
You can't say
so,
that.
Brother Sammy, we wish him well, and then I will advise him to focus much on his under 20 tournament and 16 tournament, so we can all enjoy.
Afrim Bank annual, they have annual meeting. Afrizim Bank, and I think it has something to do with our own Exim Bank or something like that.
Yesterday, do you know this guy was even here? Flavor. Flavor Nabania was in town.
Okay.
He came with Bankuli and things, so and then
so Brother Sammy, we wish him all the best, but it's untimely.
Okay, Chamu, take over.
Yeah, but Brother, I disagree with what they are saying. Asamoah Gyan is old enough to retire, so I agree with him announcing his retirement.
Okay.
In fact, if they were doing the right thing, as in giving the right age, they will be setting records. I mean, the oldest person at the time that I knew was from Egypt, Hosum Hassan. He was 42 years before retirement. He started way back.
Oh, they are goalkeeper, you know?
No,
he wasn't.
He was their striker. I think number 8. They were 2. They have Hassan brothers. They have Ahmed Hassan and Hosum Hassan.
Okay.
They were 2, and he played till he was 42 years.
Wow.
And it was a record at the time. Just that people will not give
flowers to them.
They won't let us have that record because people will know what they do. We have football ages. Asamoah Gyan retiring at age 37. I mean, it's a record for me.
Okay.
Back unofficial record.
At age 37.
At age 37 is an unofficial record. If nothing at all, I think he will pass Hosum Hassan record at some point. But that's what it is anyway.
Okay.
So we will take it like that. So me, I disagree with anybody who will say that he's not old to call for retirement or something. No, I think it's long overdue. So I disagree.
But in terms of how Ghanaians handled him too,
we have not.
I'm sure that's why my people are saying.
Yeah, but that's how we have handled any Ghanaian player in the space. I mean, even including Abidipili. The point is that our people don't willingly, most of the time, go on retirement until you push them. Most of them, they don't. Until you say enough is enough, we don't need you again. If you call them at age 50, they will come, knowing very well that they will not be as active as they were 20 years ago or when they were in their 20s. They won't. Until you push them. So I don't see anything wrong for even pushing him out. He's old. Just that because of football age and certain stuff, we don't want to talk in that way. But this guy is old. If he's retiring, if he's announcing the retirement age, I think it's in the right direction. The person who is holding record was only 42 years.
Okay.
And then we were saying that it was a record. What it means is that under normal circumstances, people retire around that age. Like within the 40s, they go on retirement. So in your 30s, it's normal. It's normal. In your 30s, it's normal. I mean, so me, I agree with him. I think he has done his bit, and we can't take that thing away from him. He has really done well for Ghana. But because our people don't really go on retirement, this is how we will always push them out. If they don't want it like that, I think they should also advise themselves and call it quit at the time that they know that at this point, in fact, they even expect more from me, and then you call it a quit. And I want to get one person that Blaster will call and he will say that I'm on retirement, I won't come. I can't get one. I'm not talking about those who were angry with the team and said that, okay, I'm retiring from international football. No.
In the world.
I'm retiring from international football. I'm not talking about those people. We had people who went on retirement because they were not happy with the team. But most of the people that we have got, you have to push them out. Even if they are 50 and you call them, they will come and take the money. knowing very well that they are not as active as they used to be. So me, I'm not against people pushing them out.
Okay.
So and Asamoah Gyan too, he has done well.
Okay.
He has really done well for Ghana. The unfortunate incidents, I mean, is part of football. At the time that we were praising him, he was happy. And when you make mistake, people will also bash you the same way.
Yeah.
So I think he should take it like that, and Ghanaians will always remember him and also praise him for the good thing that he has done for the country.
Well,
yeah.
According to some information Currency has sent me, it looks like Asamoah Gyan has more World Cup goals than everybody, even in the world, though, not even Africa. Yeah, it has more than Rooney and Lewandowski. And
those players, they are a lot.
So.
Yes, I just want to disagree with Chamo still on the age thing, because you know Roger Miller achieved international standard at the age of 38. At the age of 42, he was breaking goal scoring records in the World Cup against teams like Russia and all of that. And he is also equally an African. So the fact that Ghanaians on regularly comment or use whatever commentaries to retire players doesn't make it the right thing for us to be doing.
Okay.
If we have been doing that to every player that have played Black Star, it is not a good thing. We should stop. Because somebody can still play at the age of 37, 38.
Then they should also retire on their rightful age. If I didn't want to say it, but if we have to say it, Asamoah Gyan will be more than 40 years. He is not 37. He can't. He is old. He is old. That's the point. He is old.
That one there. If you are going beyond football.
When somebody was playing World Cup at the age of 42, he's also African.
No, sir, that guy retired. They called him by Roger Miller. He was in retirement when they called him back. In 1998 USA World Cup. Okay. I know that history.
No, I'm talking about 94 FIFA World Cup. It is not 98.
Okay. I think if in 94, yes. And do you know where the World Cup was played? It was in US. Yes, I know that history. He was called back from retirement. In fact, there was an intervention. No, because there was an intervention from the president. The president said you should take him.
That's why we are saying Ghanaians do not treat him well.
Because the president wasn't technical person. He wouldn't have been pushed.
Like our last World Cup. Yes. The president had pushed to say, let Asamoah Gyan go.
That's the point. My brother, no technical guy will select Roger Miller from retirement for a World Cup.
If you are saying the president is not technical and that he was called, he would have gone there and flop. No. Sammy, let me ask you guys simple. Let me ask Chamo. Why would you say somebody is too old so he should retire? Why would you say somebody is too old so the person should retire from acting?
Yes.
Why the person can play?
Why? When you are old, there are so many things that will go against you. Your strength, your agility, the fastness of you. There are a whole lot of things. But we are not saying that you can. Yes, and we are not saying that you can't play.
We are making the argument of a technical person using him.
So a technical person can use him very well.
I am telling you that we can equally have a technical person that can use Asamoah Gyan exactly 40 years
and be very successful.
What are you talking about?
I can mention the squad of Cameroon for 1994 World Cup.
Okay.
I can mention the squad and the main star the main star for that World Cup was McNike, not Roger Miller. Roger Miller at that point had made his name long and in retirement. McNike was the main guy, and then they brought.
Is it Roger Miller? His team died in a plane.
No, that was Kalusha Bwala.
Oh,
from
yeah. Okay. So now finally Asamoah Gyan has
brought from retirement.
Guys, let's move on. So Asamoah Gyan's retirement obviously will come with emotions, because in terms of Ghana football, he has gone through a lot. he has had his glory days, and at the same time he's had his doom days as well. Some people have not treated him well at some point. Some people also treated him well at some point. So if he has announced his retirement and now he's off the pitch forever and ever, it is good. We pray that the experience that he's gathered over the years, as much as he played over the years, some people should tap into it. That is my prayer. We shouldn't let the experience just go out of it. And we are happy he started under 16 and all those things. It means he can still continue to do football stuff. Like Derek Money said, his legs are retired, but his legacy lives on. And that was a dope line. Let's move on to the next business. And the next business is still on current happenings. Yvonne Nelson, I Am Not Yvonne Nelson book, the memoir, as well as the mention of Sarkodie in there. Now, there are some, should I say, influential? Okay, let me use the word influential. I wanted to say prominent, but that was there are some influential people who have mentioned a thing or two about the whole saga. And today I would want us to look at two of them. Many of them have said stuff, but we are paying attention to just two of them. The first one is Afia Schwarzenegger, as well as Captain Smart. These are the two people I want us to look at. So Richie says I should read the Afia Schwarzenegger point well. And this is a statement he made all the way from New York, where she's holidaying. Richie, can zoom in a little bit so I can read from your screen if it is possible. Good. So it says, writing a book to wash your dirty linen in public is not boldness, underline not boldness, but childishness at the highest degree. Done that and outgrown it. Who in his or her right thinking mind will write a book to disrespect her mother? If I don't know the real father of my children, if any of my children have to do a DNA to ascertain their paternity, then I am the promiscuous mother. Then I, the promiscuous mother, should be ashamed of myself. Literally, an ashawo is even better. A serious point here. Couldn't you have done it in private with your family, or probably a pastor or a counselor? And we have grown idiots who will gather at the comment section to defend this shameful act. Those applauding you today will remind your daughter who her grandmother is. Beware of the things you do when you have a daughter. I pray for you for strength the day your daughter will question you about your book. After publicly scolding a man who ended up not being your real dad, calling a family member out shouldn't be your option. Would you have done the same if your dad was Atai in prison and not the former speaker? Just asking. Children, obey thy parents is a commandment from God. So respect your mother, the mother, no matter the situation, because you yourself have had your fair share of bad relationship. So Afia Schwarzenegger, in summary, saying that Yvonne Nelson did wrong for coming out to shame her mother, because according to Afia Schwarzenegger, all this Yvonne is doing at the end of the day, to rather make her mother look bad. Like the woman lived a life which is not worthy. That's why she can't even get someone responsible for a baby. One baby, someone responsible for it. So she thinks it is very disgraceful to their mom. Captain Smart has also spoken on his show. Let's watch what he said. And when I come back, I get the views of my people on this. I'll be right back.
Book cover na minyankan book ni na me wonu se ba ko a me hwe book cover na minyankan book ni na me wonu se abaya no na brabo ina em no po bi obedodo. She was looking for love, nothing else. Maka cho se oba nyini se den opeja be ma nyini se den opena me wo ye me den me do me ma me chon oba bia in my life. Ukura medona chen eno na ye bam time na yesi o date sa akode no na minim sa akode ba pictures na nkofo de ba bonte na mpa de na chese na Yvonne enye sikeni na ohwehwe no obodo papi kojo ba da be onu so ye de na beka ho That time I'm pass or pobi or bibi one in some in crano or any pabe or latamem. I made them to bottom up bono in yanya. Are you in Yanga saying Yanya was a wine? No, there's something a buyer no shishe. She was looking for somebody. So that was all.
Well, so that was Captain Smart's opinion on what Yvonne Nelson published in the memoir that is I Am Not Yvonne Nelson. Interestingly, Afia Schwarzenegger is saying something different. Captain Smart is also saying something different. Captain Smart thinks Yvonne doesn't have love and that she was just looking for someone to love her, and if someone had loved her, we wouldn't have gotten here. Afia Schwarzenegger, on the other hand, thinks that whatever she published in the book is disgracing the mother. Chamo, Kikamboom na enko.
Yeah, very interesting commentary from the two celebrities or two personalities. And for the Afia Schwarzenegger's angle, I disagree with her. It's like she's even endorsing people doing the wrong thing. If you agree that your mom is promiscuous, then what is the point of not saying it? Because the mom has
saying
options.
it to the world?
No, saying it in a way for people to hear. Not necessarily. The target wasn't to shame the mom. The target was to tell her story.
But in the end, it does.
And yes, and the mom happens to be there. My point is that the mom has the option of telling her the truth. That if she did it, this thing won't happen.
Exactly.
Or even if it will happen in that direction. Like my mom told me that this is the father of. But if the mom keeps on lying, at least from the book, we know that she did it. Besides Mr. Nelson, there's also a GT angle and all that. So Afia Schwarzenegger thinks that it's okay for women to lie to their kids. Is that what she's saying? And they shouldn't be shamed for it.
Okay, so she should have captured that the mom should have also been bold enough to tell her the reality.
Yes.
Okay, or that's what she left out.
Yes, or even tell her why I can't tell you your real dad or something. So if it comes in the book, that's how it will be captured, and no one will see the mom as whatever Afia Schwarzenegger wants to attribute. So I disagree with her from that angle. You can't just say that she's your mom, so even if she's doing something wrong, don't say it. I mean, it's not a good thing for anybody to learn from. Just try to do the things that everybody will say, okay, you did your best. We are not saying that we are saint, but because we are not saint, if you continue to do certain things, it may affect you in your past or in your future. In your future dealings, something like that will come up based on how you choose to do your thing. I mean, she's not the only mom to go that direction. And at the same that all moms don't do that. You can't say that all moms lie to their children about their father. No. This is a specific case that we are dealing with. So Afia Schwarzenegger should rather also encourage women not to hide certain things from their children so that they don't suffer some of these things. If you just take one angle that she's your mom, no matter what, don't tell the truth or don't say anything. Come on. That's not fair to the other gender, or that's not even fair to the next generation. Instead of encouraging people to do what will not land them into this, you are rather shaming somebody for also being hurt for lying to her for more than once or something. Like she has to even go to the extent of doing DNAs. And DNAs, they are not cheap. She will pay money for them. So I disagree with her based on that.
Okay.
With Captain Smart too, I think Yes, I mean, I share his opinion to some extent. But maybe at that point, Yvonne Nelson was looking for love.
Okay.
But I also feel that she wasn't looking at the right direction, and it can happen. I mean, you can get it wrong at some point.
Okay.
And for me, I have no doubt that she got it wrong. If she was looking for love, that's why she went for somebody like Sarkodie at that time. She was wrong. The point is that Sarkodie at that time will not be thinking about settling.
Yeah.
It will be about the kind of...
She was even older than him.
Yes. And it will be like the conversation we had earlier.
Yeah. She'll give you the good side.
Yes, of course. That's why he will do at that point. Yeah, just to also keep your attention. So if indeed she was looking for love, then she was looking at the wrong direction. And such is life anyway. So it has happened. She has moved on and she's writing a book about it. I think what we should take from it, as I said yesterday, is the mistake that she did. If our ladies especially will learn from it and not to repeat it. When it comes like this, you see, people are always on the guys or on the men most of the time, without looking at what did she also did wrong for us to get here.
Okay.
She did certain things wrong. Her choices, I mean, I said it yesterday, like, if you look at the kind of guys that he is mentioning, and at that time, they were not kind of guys who were ready to settle.
Yeah.
They will settle at their own time. So at that point, at that time too, Yvonne Nelson was in her peak time to get married or to get a serious commitment in relationship. If you are a lady, your 20s is the time. If you let that thing miss you, you are doomed. You will not get most of the things that you need in a man. I'm not saying that you won't get anybody to marry you, but all they have preferences. If you are a lady, you have preference. If you are a man, you also have preference. When you are aging as a woman, your preferences should either go down or you may not even get anyone at all.
Okay.
Yes, because you are looking for a tall guy, a rich guy, a respectable person, and what not. That we will describe that you want. Those people will have options. And based on the fact that you are aging, they are not likely to choose you. Because you are not the only one choosing.
Yeah.
You can select all the qualities that you want. But ask yourself, is that guy also selecting the quality that will... Or am I the only one available? There are so many things that they have to consider. So one thing that I would say for sure is that, yes, if you are looking for love as a lady in your prime, as in the ages of 20s, please be careful where you choose, because if you are still looking for the young guy who is now making it, they are not going to commit. If you want to wait for them, you will be old. The time that they have made it and they want to settle down, they will go for a younger person. That's I think that's some of the lessons that we have to take from this thing. But if you ask Neger's angle, I mean, I disagree with her, and I think we shouldn't support encourage something like that. Just be yourself. Try to tell the truth and let it happen the way that it will go. Or give reasons why you are not telling it. Instead of hurting your kids, and you are saying that your kids should protect you for not for writing their books or going to ventures that will make them money. No, I disagree with her.
Well, Derek, continue from there.
Brother Sammy, do we know the whereabouts of Afia Schwarzenegger's children? The father of Afia Schwarzenegger's children?
He died.
He died. Okay. Brother Sammy, I think
he was a South African. No, I think he was a Dutch. Dutch.
Okay. German.
Yeah. Dutch. South Africa. Yeah.
Brother Sammy, I think the whole writer by Afia Schwarzenegger seems to will be one opinion. Yeah, and I think she's trying to share her opinion at the wrong direction. That's what I would say, because if the mother of Yvonne Nelson have done the right thing, these things will never pop up. Yes. If she has played her responsibilities as a mother very well, all these things wouldn't have popped up. But here lies the case, she was not able to fill that hole. That's why we are hearing or seeing all this. Because for once, Yvonne Nelson is a lady. Growing up, she wanted to know the father, and the mother keeps lying. To the extent that she later realized that the man the mom mentioned was not the real father. So as a child growing up, how will you feel? So she put her sentiment into a book. So it's her feelings, the life story that she has gone through, and that is part of her life story. Yeah, she has experienced it. So she has every right to put it in a book. The mom is at fault, and the mom needs to accept that. If the mom would have been a little bit like think about the child or Yvonne Nelson,
a little thoughtful,
she could have organized the family members at least talk to Yvonne Nelson, even if not showing her the real father, at least next talk can be betrayal.
Yeah.
Ma akola ne ho ba ne ho so na on feeling that father love spirit, you know.
In fact, that they were saying is that even if you picked her from the gutter,
exactly, let her know enough. Let her know it's a story. Catch her no. But the mom was beating around the bush, and she had no option. And I think I don't fault Yvonne Nelson at all. But Afia Schwarzenegger, the angle Afia Schwarzenegger is coming from now, we know how loud Aboshi is. Or not by this time, we know what Afia Schwarzenegger can do. And to me, Afia Schwarzenegger should be very careful, especially when she's tackling issues like this. Because Onua in obey. Yeah, Captain Smart. I think say although you be up do when you are so need father love, mother love, even friendship love crowd honum. Into even the nako opedo. But oh poda, she should be a binyon do pano. You fiti preocupa pedo. A branch here we see so a rapu gidi and any abre. And now do ko senimu.
But he's not the only one. There were inyanya.
That's I mean they are all the same. I feel plan no more almost Russia or prime they are busy for success. And now do ko senimu. No, we don't go certain way like that. Simple and short. Say na Yvonne opeda na ke also onyanto boase. And I don't like the fact people say in the book no timi boss I could didn't directly say. I think say na ke also put here into suspense a little bit.
For what?
For what? That's a beba, but not at this instance.
For what? Now if Uncle show be any no even Paco when we know the right person.
That's I mean for all you know, for all it. Yeah, she needs to hate it, but for all you know, is it only Sarko the young one on the or is it because Sarko have become a prominent person? That is the angle she's coming from. Yes, if that is the angle she's coming from there, then you be an about time no because one I ask myself, or two book ni we no, until any proof with the amount for and kind book na hands and not publish it. They did. Yeah. But yet, or the better one thing, meaning that was an angle and not person bohoko. And she has achieved it. As we are talking right now, that is the page 89 going to 93. No, that is the topic now. Chapter 8. Chapter 8. You know, that is what everybody is talking about. So I think she had an agenda, and that agenda has been fulfilled. But don't blame Yvonne Nelson for crying foul for the character from the mother. I think the mother did not do the right thing, and everybody let me give you a scenario. Me well says ni frame some papa wu. Me catch on say me ana me bomb pie so ngu. Yeah. That's what I told them.
Very funny.
Yeah. Me see me ana bomb pie so ngu. What I said. Hey, it was one me. And I did not see the responsibilities now so and I did not see it. Until everybody
that you didn't want him to leave.
At all. One papa na me won to me say me ni bi. But me wo bi a wa tia se wo die enye. O ba be ni na maye yiye ni no ba me bani na manfo be ma pressure societal pressure ko papa meanwhile no responsible as a father
until now person who know ko but I say got tata
be na society be starting my pressure what I say that's me obia beye so I will never fault Yvonne Nelson bringing the mom's story and the father's story into the book. Perfectly said. She needs to address it as it is. It's a life story, and it's a life story. So the true book, no, she can't take that thing out. If you want the book to complete, telling about the story of I am not in Yvonne Nelson, it's part of the story. Until we say boom,
That's the basis.
That is the basis of the story.
Yeah.
So it's very necessary. Say a word book into the same or the same. If you ask us think there, a same see will be our opinion, and then a same see so be a person can be the Chelsea trend. And that's what I say if you ask us think is doing. Because football be watch we the casa sia and saying. I didn't know what Baba cinema me and to my feet our bonting. Na ne ma me ne ye de ya ki besin to my wufinu abonting. Brasami. So I think for a Afia Schwarzenegger, a case is not a case. But for Captain Smart, I think obi apodo. But podo ahwe baby abinyo dopa. Odo ebe lasty.
Odo e real.
Odo e real. Enye nkoye ye kudidi bi akọ aba da bi. Eno de ba ne sa ebe ha.
Enya to pado. Ai. Nana, wrap up on that story.
Okay. I would want to agree with both Afia Schwarzenegger and Captain Smart. In fact, disagree vehemently with Chemo and Derek. I think Afia in her write-up did not say that Omame ye boni and as Omame ye bibi sa now intini and share who your father is. Don't talk about it.
That's what she's saying.
No.
That's what she's saying.
No. She is talking. You can put the thing there. Let's all read it again. She is talking about how you did it. It is different from.
Oh, Kasa Senado Obiasu Kwai. Obiasu Kwai.
The person is saying, Region Pacho, for we need to screen this man, Pacho. For if you ask us, nigga, post need to screen this.
Odo Kasa Nyanko.
So I mean, Pacho read the mind, build the read the mind.
Okay. Writing a book to wash your dirty linen in public.
General, we have said the whole kind Bible. The funnel.
Line after
the other.
Okay.
Or say, or start on say
writing
a book. Underline writing a book. To wash your dirty linen in public is not boldness, but childish. Inti a honum sa first line the crap on. Say betimi a chere Afia Schwarzenegger adwini wo mu. Say Afia Schwarzenegger enka say Yvonne Nelson ene ne maame ene ne busua pani esi nkonwa ene omo frɛ maame ne gina mfinfi say de yemu bebre busua fi omo ye no e ka say ade na watimi awo be na obey how say chere ne papa na won chere ne nti maame e ade a wo ye mpanifo ebusua pani ne nkrofo atana se ye twi wani oba ne papa we ye ma busumi mienu bo mode na chere akwara ne papa na akwara na etete o ha ya if you ask the go on trust how of we.
But does Afia know whether she went through that process or not?
As we speak, we should not. We as we speak here on this platform, we are addressing Afia Schwarzenegger's opinion over Yvonne Nelson going to publish a book telling her mother's story. Let's not add the assumptions of whether Wayeda and so on. If none of what kind of story. So also I don't know one financial book.
Yvonne Nelson's life story.
Wait, you've had your time. Let me fire. Say Yvonne Nelson and in the bush you have 4 tenants frame and add in Yvonne Nelson one financial book. Have you read that story in the book?
Any hunting or throne is ano.
What you are conclude can say a story. So you know my name go see if you want and you're complete. I am asking you the same question. Say your friend mammy no won penifo anim. Etu ne fo say wo mammy. Kwana kochire obana papa na akwala na etete ha no. And no, she should be part of the mother's story. She should have added that in the book.
Ni mammy kochire book.
Enti the man can say interpretation ne conclusion na chemo yet say if you ask nigga episode chere say o mammy an tutu anamon bi ya enka no enya no kre or say can na mmom no how a wo kan because ye na yet ye obia maame ne papa yemfu afum ayemfum so be affected that be ye nim how ye address no obia nkotena TV so nka say me Derek na say the papa and no bo mpa ya ne papa ewu no kre na o kan
wewuko ma ba ma na wuko
Yvonne Nelson asemba ye e na o kan the dad na wanka watena TV so ni radio so a o ntimi ankon ko share ne maame ne papa story e wo radio ni TV so
ba waka
baby a waka
wakata ne papa anhwe no
and I say e wo baby a waka
yeah
onu so betimi dey actual book agisika
Oh, that.
So what I say? And the Afia can say whether we like it or not, we can never take whether Yvonne Nelson's intention was to tell a story or whatever. It has ended up bringing shame to the mother. That is a start. I'm coming to Chemo. As in your Kakrabesa, say Yvonne's good intention was not enough at this point.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Whether you had good intention telling your mom's story, it has still brought shame to the same mama. Sometime years back, you were portraying her as a Osurabofubi.
Because she didn't know the truth.
You understand? So what I'm saying is that Obia Ejutum say, "Mama no anyad," but Ekoya Yvonne so far so or come Mama the story no, or no so anyad.
Right in the book. No?
Yes, in the book no, because other na yen na yet here. Omo kasa wa ya ade ni na no. Yvonne tena se no mbu so omo say omo ni na omo fie omo se ne omo na no no. Omo de omo yie completely ana. Obia wo small big pain.
Omo ni yie no chemu. Omo fie no. Abia omo mama na papa mo nya omo yie.
Ana mama kan say enye se obia po. Ye won krofo bebre a ebiene. The Yvonne aye no omo say oh yes our born mama no edin na wa kan mama story na deben anka mama no is sam crofo no uko ebi mu fie ebi mu papa et say the Derek obon pa say papa wo sam crofo no even on Facebook they will not make a post about their fathers. They will not make a comment about their mothers. They have a way to them with reasonable ways of addressing their mothers and fathers in their homes. But why would you encourage somebody? Ade ame de be ame me argument and say ade a wo hunu ni nyansa sem na won ti aninti ade rent me na regan me nya ade we. Why would you encourage somebody else to do that same thing? Motivation how dey encourage me say me catch you be say no vena. Meaning say me no vena health wise e boa me. Eye me yi. Na me ti me nkoshe na nka say me no vena da. Because if you say we are not masako to be for so on me nye enti e kwankron na motivation na wo nya na wo say me me fie nya crap na me tena me fie no me siesie me fie also nya sa same motivation to Yvonne for say Yvonne obusu asem na wo fie for he uni brasa na de uni ma de ya wa de Yvonne na ye no cry me enye say eye me ya ma me kan ye enye me ya. But I am worried for her. She is a celebrity. We all know how celebrities are fighting depression based on conversation, commentary. Somebody will say, Yvonne, you're okay. Even after this book. And then Yvonne, we will all see Yvonne in pictures and videos laughing and smiling. But Okoda assume yes or no pen Okoda. Onim how or suffer.
That one there we can imagine it.
So what I'm saying is that don't give yourself obia secrets and obia and try na you if you as nigga money Kelvin Taylor ne a free falcon then no more and that digging of papa information my information baby I go school and I'm did on water my be problem. So if you obia for sale now you think that the right thing to do is to come and put those information out or chinebino bia na rega fine. But I dare bet you now in your fine game. I will take your own book and use it as a weapon against you, and it will have emotional effect on you. So I know what. Sometimes when you may hire no, and yet they buy so direct to, and yet they have obia you done.
Yes, our dependents.
And then you may be because I am thinking. Me the my say we have a plan family. I'm become your own yes, who the other cancer. But only people are cherishing a dome. Unya yanka. Sa de na ot na nka monte. San crofo no ene be ma de na how. Nti ade na Yvonne aya to one mo. Yes. It is going to be there forever. Obi oni Yvonne be nya asem.
Ebe call for etiano for yes.
Oh, that's I mean. Apart from me book na Yvonne launch. Who use kasem ni film emotionally psychologically why yen who damage be brain why yen who damage be brain and about creating environment for people to have more missiles to attack her. That is what Yvonne Nelson have done. one man for weapons. See as obi say oni Yvonne pa be yemunga mu pa ewurade yankosa nipa no.
Obenyanze.
What ton 80% ewie na 20 na yenya. Obi timi tu ka ko obi papa fie ko hwe baby a obi papa fie si enya ne certificate ko ase why fake certificate. Na wo ba beton 80 na ewie 20% no. Ye betu ka ko u hye una na hye mungurugu yoyo kra betu ka ko akakoje. Enti de wa ye ne de shame ni de o de abra ne mame pa. Ena enya ne mame pe ne be affect no. Me say e be
even herself.
Oh, brother, me. Sometimes we go through things. Yes, you have to pose us. Yeah, but so what Yvonne did, me, I want to just that. Baby, Asamoah Gyan, nipa na all address Yvonne from that angle. I want to pen in there. Because
no, I can't go back.
And I say when I go, obi ko tu ni safu we ya. Akaba de sanka ye nya asumde nye show.
Hiroshima Nagasaki bomb.
Another one Nagasaki. No, you already the way ni na me say message here Afia king. Sanka even Captain Smart can the Afia king ya. Anka the conversation will change. As for Captain Smart, as some of the kind, I say, Obia, Pedone, the no put any argument until the end and say, and I'll show Yvonne on how to put in the story. I didn't say, even and then after the book launching, Ben may be your best son, don't know, cock on I year after 2 years.
She'll be happy.
She'll be very, very happy. In fact, it is still one of her priorities in life. So, Nasa, the end pan, or ye. Enti me ni Afia ya adwene based on seminar what they are to about
say ogu
we see in Tomagufin e wa abonten dodo wa join ho ama impete say see am say omu be di ni nam Yvonne omu be di ni nam say anye like one on obi kwenya talk me who say sometimes me to am who Yvonne as one of the young ladies or that political dream and political ambitions
yeah.
We know how people do politics in this country. Just close your eyes and imagine Yvonne Nelson announcing, so I want to be one aspirant for so and so party. The opposition party, just close your eyes and see the vultures in those parties, what they will do to Yvonne Nelson. And
they'll feed on the information.
Oh, and it will take somebody out. And at that point, a man, they say Yvonne Nelson pay. That time no, yeah, drag mama kura na busuafo. Obia yeah drag obia. Etu ukofie na wo nya testing na wo nsu a ukofie no mu nsu be hawo. Ukofie no mu ntimi ndidi na mo to boy dwadwe na nkofo yen e na wonti na nkofo yen e na wonti na nkofo say ya shawofo e na wonti dey say ya e be high Yvonne Nelson. No matter the hate we develop ya man e be ham.
Our things.
Ebe hano ewo things enti no ade na oye ene de me action bia ewo ho repercussion na osanko consider inyama bebre in putting out especially in my side of the story na nko hu ha wa bia betutu na na enfa obi anfa so say o kan story
nana
nana
wait in all this enfa ni say also on can story no person can hear the fact say or shani papa na obey dan show papa o maami o do be na free when in reality she is supposed to know. No, in fact the only person who is supposed to know your father is the mother who gave birth to you, because she knows the one she had sex with.
Me. Nobody is saying me and now we can tell you make me tell my story. I can choose to tell the story of myself, my primary, secondary school. I will jump to my story with Sammy Flex at Flex Entertainment.
Then it means where you jumped was not the focus.
Then
of
it's
your
not complete.
No, it's not complete. It's not about where you jumped was not the focus of your story.
Even in the circle conversation.
Other factors like business.
The other day I was arguing with somebody. I said that Sarkodie issue ni in Ghana issue na any omudi na oboy. And there yet he say yes e be ko no gugu. akoswe oats na the kusua na shina be she Yvonne some non kan kire yen say o see so as Yvonne Nelson sa akode ene enyanya pe and no, I'm not saying so. Oh, see, the American, let me make the argument.
No, they no go problem.
Me no go problem. Some of the argument. I am not saying what he saying. Me propose baby. Say, on can change say, on me no pay any mema on your my baby a ham into no or involve your more at the kind of story. There could be other men. I on my baby a high Yvonne Nelson. So what jump on one boom with you. If you can do that to tell your story, why can't you jump that of your mother to tell your story?
No, you see, for the mom, if she jumps her, it is still going to be difficult for us to go on with this. Those people, she can jump them because they really don't have any significant role to play in the view or in the ideology or in the message that she is preaching.
No matter how we will make this argument, Yvonne Nelson bringing shame to the mother, it is 100% wrong. No matter how you want to make the argument.
Oh, no,
because the people you want to feed, you see, one thing Yvonne Nelson person can't do
I think Yvonne Nelson does not know what she has done to bring something to her mom. She knows. In fact, if you read the forward,
but she doesn't care what her mom
exactly. Oh no! One care any feelings there. One care.
No. Now, America say, see it here me. You move bebre when your man crop fire affecting. All man care about our feelings, but you're addressing in a way a certain way. And then I also want opportunity to say, who bet me? Who the book? But this is how they got TikTok. Na say in confoso come see on so TikTok. E drum unse mu about 30 minutes. You boss Avram say or see agent again date rash. Fiti be 3 days ni wa boom TikTok can some fine. And ti say na also who bibi na fele so ma me aye bibi na ya o ya. Na who jitum say ade na Yvonne Nelson na ye na ya. TikTok so camera see so now so boom you say okay now this is the normal thing.
Exactly.
TikTok is not her approach.
Her approach is to reach out to the public, reach out to a bigger audience. TikTok is equally to reach out to the public as well, but different.
Exactly. You don't decide where she should go.
I am not deciding where
it's a story.
A story no they are back out no. Yes, the who will move the shame and nyama the damage and na ye can. And no and I can hear my suggestion say anko ye ne sank emphasize damage we embrace. That is what we are saying. Nobody is saying Zanka Yvonne Kotana TikTok. Don't call anyway you. Some of these things we are saying now, we will still say them because also Kotana, you are still giving people that same information.
But she was not.
Okay.
If I have to.
Yes, we are wrapping up.
The point is, Yvonne, her aim was not just to. In fact, I think shaming her mother wasn't part of it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Whether good intentions or no good intentions, it has ended up like that.
No. I'm not saying she had good intention or bad intention. My point is, she wanted to write a book.
Yeah.
So if you want to give example of somebody not shaming their mother or relative or whatever, give us another person writing a book who decided to go that direction. So
you think Yvonne is the only person that has written a book about her life story?
Yes, and not only her, but the point is, those people, did they have the same experience as Yvonne? They had different experiences.
Exactly.
And those books, go and read some of them. They will shame somebody in there.
Of course, someone will be affected.
Somebody will be affected because of their interaction with them. So the point is that it's not like she should go to the. She never did that on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or wherever because that's not the point. The point is that she wants to write a book.
The man point is say Yvonne a celebrity.
Public figure, yeah.
Yes, and the YouTuber be at the call Yvonne. I want to the call. Welcome.
And she knows that.
What are you saying? No.
She acknowledges that.
I'm saying that her telling her story wasn't to tell it on those platforms, but to put it in a book.
It is.
And the idea of putting it in a book is not just to tell her story, but to make money.
Oh, exactly.
Yes. So yes. So the main intention. The main intention is to write a book. And writing the book, she had a story or an encounter with the mom, of which she put that encounter in the book. So the intention, in fact, the main thing is to write a book. But what you put in the book is what we are discussing. So don't make it look like she just wanted to shame the mom, or she wanted
without
to
achieving what she wants to.
She just want to write a book.
If you agree that she considered
let's do the last one
that we are talking about, then she wanted to shame the mom.
Nana Riga.
I would say it emphatically. Say Samuji say Yvonne, Eji to say and I consider say as some book no about better we may discuss on YouTube. We may discuss on
she knows.
Then she knows very well. She wants to come out and disgrace the mom. And that's what we are saying.
Let me give
you more info.
Let me give you more.
It's experience. It's a lifetime experience.
Let him come.
Because you don't have. Do you have any intention of writing a book?
No.
So if he writes a book,
I'll put it in there.
That's what
the approach is.
I think Yvonne Nelson will do. I think she will sell the book and do a signing. I wanted to give it. The time.
I think it's ongoing.
And the place. I mean,
the rain will start the signing.
Silver Best.
Cinemas. It's ongoing.
Okay, so so if you want to read the book, I think you can also get some.
I am trying to do that.
No. I'm just announcing that.
No, she posted it on her social.
Yes, I'm giving more information about it. That's why I'm saying it. So Yvonne just wrote a book. She's now an author, and then she happens to tell her memoir or her story, and that story includes her mom's action and inactions. That's what it is.
Okay, let's move on to the very last one.
The very last one. Now, I say, don't forget, say Yvonne Bad Girl. Obeti natural an extended version of Yvonne's book. You should be ready for it.
I'll see an extended
and I think Yvonne would not cease her to. In fact, she can't even do that. She can't even do that. That's the point. And I think her mom, Unim said the mom can sue Yvonne. Do you know that the mom can sue Yvonne if she thinks that she did her wrong? She can sue.
If she thinks she has been disgraced.
I don't think the mom will do that argument. Brass, I mean, the argument we are doing, Obi and Casa Mamena ya the power tom. To me and travel so.
Nana.
Obi what book now? What odo mamia digital digital na yeka o say my yes, that's what Yvonne Nelson have done. Digital blood money with the mother because he is cashing out on Amazon and other things, and we are promoting the book. People are buying it into undoing the emotional pain, whatever bitterness.
As the daughter.
You think it's easier to be a mother? Your mom will make mistakes. Your mom is proud to tie onya ni bibia oye mu duo ni nyina boka ni nyina wonka me say Yvonne Nelson onya ni bibia asemada pepe
but when you play your responsibilities very well,
who responsibility very well, then don't make mistakes.
And don't go to that angle.
I'm going there. Yvonne Nelson I no obey mistake nibi.
And she will
yes.
Yeah, and the mom is paying for it.
That's what I'm saying.
And now the mom is paying for it.
The daughter will write.
Because you don't know people who are watching you.
Some mistakes people do.
You will pay
situational mistakes and crofobia.
You will still pay for it.
You pay for it
to bet. I don't way you are there. Mamena, you could have addressed this thing in a very.
The mom was the right person to address it long time ago.
Okay, let's run away.
And then if you try and say Yvonne Nelson about Bontin, you say, "Baby, mommy be what?
She will be paying for it.
She will pay for it. But she allow herself for that thing to happen.
Look at. Do you think it is every behavior that
na intini ma me ne ka say hey o papa kura
why
wu
you don't
ka bi say ka Yvonne be do yi ko o chere
share
say
your mother's mistakes share your
ka Yvonne ma me ka tell say if you on chat for tell say o papa wu
share your mother
o chat for tell say o papa wu ka de be see no at times there are certain things that you need to voice out and it's very necessary the person is writing a life story
Nana, take this. Whether you intentionally make mistakes or inactions, you will still pay for it. Yes, and she's paying for it. That's all.
But I'm saying that the approach sometimes can be calculated and measured very well. And I say, in our approaches to address issues, we use certain measures. You use certain. You consider your brave. Me tell me the currency crap on your asoma. Me to me koso. Video or me TikTok so and I say ko didi na ten say dem nkofo bebre so mo ye no okay me bro be me ba ha o say me bu na me bu no da bi me ba
wow I think we have to end it here.
Digital black money na mo endorse na yo
okay, we have to end it here because when we go on I'm sure we'll do more than 2 hours and the next topic too is a huge topic, so we will shelve it again tomorrow. Then we take it from there. Medikal has said something about Shatta, and I know that. Richie, let's do it. Let's wrap up in just about 3 minutes. When the first thing happened between Michy and Medikal, we know how Medikal acted. We know how professional he was. We know how gentleman he was on the day. In a new video, Medikal has responded to the issue. And this time round, looks like this time Medikal is coming across like attacking Michy. And I don't know if that's how we all see it. Richie, let's watch it. We can't play it. Okay, so this one says, Michy should sort out her issue with Shatta and find peace. Medikal speaks for the first time regarding his altercation with Michy. And in an interview with Doreen View, I think that was when they launched the Yvonne Nelson book. Another punch was also being thrown on the same day. And I'm asking that if we look at this, there are some people who are even reading meanings that, okay, this time Medikal has punched Michy finally. And I don't know whether you guys agree it is a punch or not. Derek Money, in 2-3 minutes, let's close.
Brother, I don't think it's a punch, it's an advice.
An advice.
Yeah, it's a serious advice a friend will give to a friend.
Okay.
Yeah, because for all we can see the banter between Shatta and Shatta has been a problem to Shatta to me. Okay. Because Shatta will never come out to speak speak ill about Shatta.
Okay.
But Shatta always throws shades to Shatta.
Okay.
Meaning someone is affected here. And the person who is affected here is the one throwing the shades.
Okay.
And that is Shatta.
Okay.
So a perfect advice for a perfect friend is find peace with the gentleman so you live with peace. I can feel it that anytime there is a matter about Shatta, how Shatta feels. Anytime there is any reportage about Shatta, how Shatta feels. Okay. That tells you the lady is not okay within her.
Okay.
And if you have a banter with somebody and you don't feel okay, the only way to settle is go down to the person, settle everything, so you smoke peace pipe.
Okay.
Personally, I think it's about time Shatta smoke peace pipe with Shatta.
Okay.
Because one, se nipa mienu hia na se eba ewo mu a omontem tete ne aya na mo be brands na montem atete wine because of akola no woman ntino. That is a blood between the two of you. So most of the time, the connection still there. And that is the connection I'm seeing. I've personally started with Shatta during her show Movement TV. And then when I asked her a question about Shatta, she was like, before she responded. Meaning, there is something wrong somewhere. And to me, I think Shatta, I was say, Otimini Shatta tenase. Now, almost a two of differences. No bia a hotono. Because all her attack in the crowd, Shatta attack Shatta during GH Kweku birthday now.
Shatta
Medikal during GH Kweku birthday now. That tells you, say, she is still thinking about Shatta. Because there, no, your party and your party will be our agenda. onipa no party ni ba beboa no but uhu Shatta medical the approach now the corner was Shatta Wale ote ho na odwen Shatta Wale ho na se wo dwen onipa no ho na se wo dwen na odwen anensi so a just smoke peace pipe with the person na mo come anim although say bi kura pa enya ware back na mo ko and say relationship back kura na you need to have that good relationship or that good rapport with the person say near always ni e ma ne ho adwendwen e me bebel tirim sa. Okay. Because Shatta Michy always thinks about Shatta Wale. Oh yeah. Odwen no pa me no ka say sia odwen no. Me no ka say sia. I don't know what it is. Me no ka say sia odwen no. So I think the best advice are Medikal man and Medikal is very closer to Shatta Wale. Yeah. And onunsu hu Shatta Wale sentiment. Into who say omumi no mtimi settle om differences now. I think say kasumdwe beba and we are all in the same industry. Eyedenya Shatta Wale hu asem kakra ba between Shatta Michy. Shatta Michy hu asem kakra ba between Shatta Wale and we be having all this messes inside. In order to clear the messes, just smoke peace pipe with each other. Na some of na some ko. Me dey asem the be adwan medwen say they should consider majesty. Because oyakola onyin ebedu baby obaba benye du stage bi no na obetete nsem ne niema be bracey na se ne maame ne papa any good terms I think say ono akola on feel okay. Okay. And they should consider majesty here as a factor. No more smoky peace pipe. We need them together. But I mean, just imagine Shatta Wale and Shatta Michy coming back together. Not even with a serious friendship and as a fiancé level crowd, but just a normal relationship. But I mean, it is going to be a big news within our industry. Okay. And to me, I think he has given her the best advice, and Shatta Michy to take that advice seriously. That's what her industry penny for gatekeepers, gurus, Nibia Brasa, Mama Mehu Naja, Monsate issue, no, na Shatta ne Michy, no. You're moving forward. I think that would be the best way. Okay, I'm right.
I think I see love in the message. I think Medikal has some, kind of love before Michy, and then maybe because of the relationship with Shatta Wale.
Have you guys seen the video?
I've watched the video.
You have watched the video?
I have not watched it, honestly. I have not watched it. But if
I wanted you guys to see the video and attach attitude and mannerism to get what I want us to discuss, but that's fine.
I mean, reading what we just read there, I think I see. Because for somebody...
The reading doesn't put out what I want us to discuss.
If apart from the mannerism and actions and attitude, if a Medikal indeed stated these words, the reading is here, so state what intervene irrespective of whatever mannerism or attitude he was putting up in the video. I still think it is love, because sometimes the people who loves you, they come harshly at you about some of the things you are doing. Maybe I'll be a say who take approach be the address who problem be, but somebody who really loves you and is sitting back and says, no, but the way I didn't now approach now, you see the address problem and wow. And then you'll be an calmly about addresses are approaching and say, in that way. The new baby or don't so be buying in a very harsh manner. And then I interpreting it in a and pewasem or time, or we quickly just jumping down conclusion because hopefully say open mass and out them and count banners on coming names on can't say. But sometimes it is out because young can say sometimes the people you love we almost be one casano also a pain being a woman muntina and mao sa energy in the address the issue the way you are addressing or react the way you are reacting. I didn't know him say nipa Charlie there we go nipa papa there we come and boano maybe making coffee can say me and then I catch it. Enti so be odon so teach obetimi based on that no obetimi aso no Charlie the way you dey do the thing they listen wow they say chere Michy how to approach on Shatta Wale issue very good very very important. Michy in her own senses can sit down and say this is how I want to address the issue, and I don't care because me and affecting me in any way. I don't care about what you are saying or what somebody else thinks, but you at least mention majesty you want her to consider. And I agree with you 100%. Say, on consider at least akwala na wo monte say enyo ono ne Shatta Wale kra akwala. What it means is that what the repercussions of your actions say wo affect wo na affect majesty akwala na ebe ha adwene. Enti na Yvonne Nelson say tunu for say ne mama adno.
Okay, Chamo, finally, let's wrap up. Another point. Well, Chamo, let's close our time.
Yeah. I think it's a Michy or through book and cover. And your book Michy, I'm going to book. Well, for the food, because they are not interested in it. So when you're interested in IBC, they don't have interest.
Michy and Shatta relation. Hey,
I want some true.
It will be best.
Yeah, I want some true. If someone can convince them,
I know, right?
They may consider. Well, for full disclosure, I met Michy not long ago. I think it was on
Wednesday. No, today's Wednesday. Tuesday.
Yeah. I met Michy. Yeah, Tuesday. I have a project with her, so very soon people will see. Okay. And then she sent her greetings to you.
I received it. I received it in Jesus' name.
But Sammy, I got a direct message.
I received it in Jesus' name.
And yeah, she said she has plans that by all means you meet.
We have to
meet some way somehow.
We have to.
And since that some of us are in there working with her, I don't obviously think that very soon it may happen. Yes.
Good.
Okay. So with the issue, yes, I think Medikal at some point made a fun of the whole situation. Not that he was punching Michy, but he wanted to say there's no tension, because the question was more about the tension.
Yeah,
I've heard the sound. In fact, I didn't watch the mannerism, but I heard the sound, and the question was, okay, what the thing that Michy did to you, what do you have to say about it? That was the question. And then Medikal was more like, oh, it's not that a big deal. We have moved on, and I think if there's any issue at all, Michy should settle with Shatta Wale just to bring peace. And then he added the point there, like big ups to Don Dada or something. Like he said, Michy, you know the Michy incident. Michy said that if you are a guy, me too, I'll be Don Dada. Then it was so So it was more like making the whole thing not the like lovely, don't take it so serious. It's like, I think that's the approach that Medikal used in that interview. So me too, I didn't see it as a punch, but more like we will all be okay if you settle with your guy. Then I don't have to be, yes, there will be peace. I don't have to choose sides. I don't have to come thinking that what will happen and all that. So I think Medikal said it well, and Michy should consider. I mean, she also has some issues. So until she's okay with it, we may still see the tension a bit in there. But I think she's cool. I mean, when I met her, I told her I'm the unofficial lawyer for Shatta Wale. and I also said that I'm in your enemy's camp.
I know, right?
And she was laughing and all that. So it was all good. And I don't think she takes it that the way we see it outside. When you are closer in talking to her, it's more like lighter than the way we see it as it comes out. So I think it's cool, and in the future something good may come out.
Hallelujah.
Let's see.
But that is what we wish for. We pray that nobody writes a book, because that book that book, in fact, make metro forward no. Well, we can only end it here. It's good we have been able to conquer all the topics, including the other one. That was not part of the script, but we are fine. Thanks to Derek Money. Derek, more powder day.
Powder no say na Reagan say me pay powder pro. And a Pro Max.
Pro Max.
Yeah, because the stand send a system now, you know, in soon so to weather and cool. And you know, my name crop for news wakasa.
Chamo say Munyin Dangote Adjini Namunya Pada. And thanks to Team Dodi Solomon Chamo. Thanks to Nana Reagan. The guitar Rasta is called Currency, who is on camera. Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. My name is Sammy Flex. We will see you definitely in our next video where we'll be talking about real issues. And that's the beauty of this show. We talk about the real issues. Tell someone about us, subscribe to us, and let's do more. We are out of here. Ta-ta.